Why is it that some of the most painful relationships are the hardest to walk away from? You know it's hurting you. You can see the damage in your peace of mind, in your self-worth, in your daily life, yet something keeps pulling you back. You've told yourself 100 times, this is it. I'm done. But then, a memory surfaces, a moment when things felt perfect. And suddenly, the decision doesn't feel so clear anymore. What if I told you the chains holding you aren't around your wrists, but woven deep into your mind? And until you see them for what they are, you'll keep repeating the same cycle over and over again. Welcome to Stoic Blend, where ancient wisdom meets modern life. Today, we're diving into the psychology of toxic relationships, uncovering why we stay in them, and more importantly, how to finally break free. It's not just about the fights, the lies, or the manipulation. Toxic relationships dig their roots into something deeper. Old wounds that never healed, fears you didn't know you had, and patterns you've carried since childhood. You're not simply trapped by a person, you're trapped by the emotions they awaken in you. Ending the relationship physically often isn't enough, because the bond is psychological. It reshapes your perception, making you tolerate what you once swore you never would. So, let's look closer. Why do some people keep falling into these destructive dynamics, while others can walk away without looking back? The answer often lies in how we learn to love. From the moment we are born, our brains associate safety and happiness with the kind of affection we receive. If we grew up in a home where love was stable and healthy, we learn that relationships can be safe. But if love was mixed with rejection, inconsistency, or abuse, we internalize the idea that love is unpredictable, something we must fight for to deserve. And so, when you meet someone who gives you affection in irregular bursts, one day warm, the next cold, your brain recognizes this as familiar. The emotional trap is set. You aren't just attached to them. You're attached to what they represent. The unfinished story, the chance to finally be enough, the invisible hook, intermittent reinforcement. Here's the dangerous part. If someone mistreated you all the time, leaving would be easy. But toxic people give just enough kindness at unpredictable moments to keep you hooked. Psychologists call this intermittent reinforcement. Just like a gambler who can't stop playing the slot machine because the next win might be the big one, you keep pulling the emotional lever, hoping for the next dose of affection. Over time, your standards drop. You accept less, expect less, and slowly become less. This isn't love. This is conditioning, gaslighting and projection, warping your reality. Toxic relationships often use another weapon, gaslighting. It's when someone distorts reality so effectively that you doubt your own feelings, your memories, even your sanity. You start to believe you are overreacting. You question whether the problems are all in your head. Then there's projection, where they accuse you of the very things they're guilty of. If they lie, they call you dishonest. If they cheat, they accuse you of betrayal. Slowly, your self-trust erodes, and with it, your ability to leave. Why you still stay? The fear of loneliness and the illusion of change. You may think, but what if I never find someone else? What if no one loves me the way they do? That fear is powerful, especially when your self-worth has been chipped away. You cling to the hope that if you just love harder, they'll change. But here's the truth. Change doesn't come from pressure, sacrifice, or endless patience. Change only comes when a person chooses it for themselves. And if they haven't yet, despite all the damage, they likely never will. Breaking free. The process of emotional detox. Leaving a toxic relationship is not just a decision, it's a reprogramming of your mind. Think of it like breaking an addiction. The steps are clear, but not easy. Step 1. The total break. No messages, no just checking in, no staying friends. Any contact reactivates the emotional bond. Step 2. Endure the withdrawal. The emptiness you feel isn't love, it's withdrawal. Replace old habits with healthy routines. Keep a written list of the harm they caused, and read it when you're tempted to return. Step 3. Rebuild your identity. Ask yourself, Who was I before this relationship? Rediscover your voice, your passions, your boundaries. The love that truly heals is self-love. The choice that changes everything. At some point, you must choose to keep destroying yourself in the name of a love that was never real, or to walk away and rebuild. The first days will be hard, but over time, the fog will lift. You'll see that what you thought was love was only control. You'll remember who you were before this began. And one day, without warning, you'll wake up free. If this message resonated with you, don't let it fade. Hit subscribe to join us here on Stoic Blend, where we share wisdom to help you reclaim your mind, your peace, and your life. Share your story in the comments. You never know who might find the courage to leave because of your words. Your freedom starts now.